What's going on, guys? Chris Rednick here, and today we're going to be talking about, we already talked about what I didn't like about my car, and a lot of people got a little butthurt, you know, saying, you know, all of this stuff is my fault, and I wasn't saying it wasn't my fault. I wasn't really complaining. I was just saying what I didn't like about it. Yes, I can fix it. If I had a garage where I can actually park it and, like, take my time on it, then I would definitely do that, but I'm not going to do it in my neighbor's driveway, so at this point in time, I'm really not going to fix anything until something actually breaks. But, so, 10 things I like about my car. Let's do it. Number 1, I really like that the car stands out. Like, a lot of people just call it a piece of shit and like, oh, it's a hoopty. And yeah, maybe it is a hoopty, but, you know, I love the car, and I think that's all that matters. And everybody looks at it, and that's number 2. I love when people fucking just look at it and just break their neck. Like, literally everybody walking on the street, they'll just be like, they'll see my car and they'll be like, I see construction workers all the time going like just looking around, like doing a full 360, just looking, and I just spool it up, and it's just so much fun. Alright, guys, so number 3 is I love the welded diff. Yeah, it's not the best for the daily, but honestly, everyone hates like when you're parking, it's like chirp, chirp, chirp. I fucking love that. I don't know, but the feeling is just so man. Like, it always feels like you're sliding, and it really doesn't ruin your tires. That's just from doing burnouts and drifts and stuff, but well, tap, bro. But anyways, yeah, I love the way it fucking chirps. Even in the rain, it's pretty freaking bad. Like, I'll just take a corner and it will automatically drift. Like, even if I'm not trying to. That's why I really stay away from this in this rain, because I really don't want to get in trouble. And it just wants to go sideways, and you really can't prevent it. So you just gotta counter steer every corner. Number 4, what I really love about this car is the fucking backfires. Yeah, I know I said in the last video I hate dealing with the open downpipe, and I do, but when it backfires, it sounds like a fucking gunshot, like I don't even know what the fuck that was, but it was sick. But yeah, the backfires, they're crazy. Like, even if you're going down a hill, it's just like ba 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 ba. It's just so sick. And like, honestly, so you gotta time it right sometimes, but sometimes I can like go by somebody and do it, and they'll fucking jump, because it's actually like really, really loud. Like, I've scared a couple people in my day. Another thing that I absolutely love about this car is the handling. The handling, even though it's like slammed and everything, people say like when you slam your car, it like really messes the performance, but I have race lands, and it really doesn't like wobble too much, but like it doesn't have any body roll whatsoever. But the handling on this is amazing. I've never driven a car better than this car for handling. Like, you can literally toge run like 120 around a corner. Not saying I'm doing it, just saying in general. You can go like 120 around a corner and literally just hug it. You won't slide out or anything. I would never do it right now because of the welded diff, but like when I had the Tourzon, you can just hug corners. Literally just hug them, and it's sick. And it's really, it feels safe. As much of a death trap it is, when you're beating around the corners, like when I went to the autocross event, like you can like hug them, even though I was just drifting the whole time. Fuck them. Alright, so this doesn't go for stock Miatas, but for the boosted Miata, I love the power. The power, it's there. I'm not saying I got a race car, but I'm definitely saying I got a Miata race car. Yeah, it's not the fastest car. It obviously can't be anything on the road, but it's fast enough for me. Not at 5 pounds anymore, but when it was at 15 pounds, this thing cranked. You can literally, first and second, you can just roast them, just driving. And The power's there, especially for drifting. Even at 5 pounds, this thing just roasts. Smokes tires, and that's what I love about it. Like, it's just nice, and it's not slow. It's not super fast. It's pretty quick to me. It could definitely beat a WRX or anything like that. And I haven't raced an STI yet. I didn't bring this thing to the drags yet. But hopefully sooner or later, I want to crank this thing up to 20 pounds if it can handle it. Bring it to the drag, see if we can run something crazy. Put some NOS in this bad boy. Alright, so number 7 is definitely going to have to be the turbo noises. I absolutely love the turbo noises. And once again, I love the backfire. The turbo noises are just so good. Every time you let off the gas, just psh, psh. A lot of people say in the comments that it sounds like mice, but I fucking love it. It's just so fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a racer. Every time I drive by someone, give it a little gas just to hear the blow off. And like right as I'm like going by them, like they're like right here and my car's like right here, I just let off to hear that blow off. And I'm a racer, I know, and I love it, but other people might not, but fuck them. Alright, another thing that I truly love about this car, even though it did leave me stranded one time, and that was my fault because I didn't tighten the pulley that tightens up the timing belt, is that this thing is so goddamn reliable. Literally anything I fucking do to this thing, it's always moving, it's always trooping to the next event. It doesn't, like, I drive to the events, I beat the shit out of it, and she takes it, and I drive her home. And that's really what I love about this car. A lot of people can't say that about their own cars, and honestly, Miatas in general, if you're looking for a car that's super reliable, there it is. Miatas, they're super easy to work on, and it's just forward knowledge, and you don't really have to work on them, especially if it's not boosted. Like Marcus has got like 250,000, and he didn't, like, he just changed the oil, but he didn't change the oil for like 8,000 miles, and that thing just cranks through. So if you guys are looking for a reliable car, definitely Miata. Fucking sick, and they won't leave you stranded. All of these Miatas, like in Connecticut, they are always rusty. And honestly, I think I have like one of the only ones, even though like the paint's pretty beat, like all these like white like paint chips are from when I popped a tire and I kept drifting anyways, and the fucking rubber was smacking against my paint. But this car literally has no rust. Like, I even put it on a lift like 2 weeks ago, and like the frame rails got a little surface rust just because like they've been scraped and scratched and everything. But like this car has no rust. Like even right here the paint's chipping, but you can't even see any rust. Maybe a little right there, but I'm probably gonna touch that up so it doesn't get any worse. But this is like a really bad place for rust on Miatas, and there's absolutely none. And I just think that looks great. It makes the car look a lot cleaner. The only thing that really bursts my bubble are these fenders. The fenders are hideous, but I know, guys, it's my fault. It's my fault. I know. But yeah, the no rust life is the best life. I love how I only owned this car for, I think it's a year and a half, almost 2. And this car just has transformed so much. Like, if who I bought it from, I think he does watch the videos, but if he didn't, like, if he saw it now, he wouldn't even recognize it. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you ruined it, but honestly, I don't think I ruined it. I think I made it better, except for the fender. I gotta get a new fender, but I really like the way it looks, and I'm proud of it. I don't know if anyone else is proud of it, but I'm happy where it is and how it sits right now. And I'm gonna keep driving her, and if she blows up, we're gonna put a new one in her and we're gonna actually tune it right. But once again, it's just crazy how much like this car's transformed to like hovercraft fitment, to raise and low, to everything. Everything it's been through. I feel like I've had this car for like 20 years. I'm not even 20 years old, but I feel like I've had it for 20 years. Alright, so the last thing is, it's not just my car in particular, it's just Miatas in general. I just love the style of them. Like, stock, they're alright, but like, when they're stance, they just look so beautiful. Like, honestly, I think this car is a beaut. Like, obviously with the, I don't like the no fender life, but if that had the same color fender as the actual paint and the same wheel, I have no tire, that's actually my friend Jamie's, but I just think this thing would look so much better, and Miatas in general just look so beautiful to me. It's such a hairdresser car, and my hair is always flowing in the wind, so it's perfect for me. And if you guys like some fruity hairs and all that, it's definitely gonna be for you. Alright guys, so there's my 10 reasons why I like my car. If you guys like that video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. And stay tuned for the Camry build tomorrow. I just picked up some tires today, so we'll be doing that very, very shortly. I just need to get them mounted. That's why we didn't do it today. But stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you in the next one.